Welcome back to another Vintage Cube, everybody. Here we are trying to finish the season out. There's about a day left, so we'll try to jam a few more and get them in there while we can. As usual, no power, but there's a couple of things. There's a couple of fetch lands that are not blue ones. Bloodstained Mire isn't too bad. I'll probably just pick the Snapcaster. You can generally find a couple of targets, and the card's pretty good. I can also take Dark Ritual cards, Great and Storm, and it can be good in just like uh, sort of tempo-y black decks where you can kind of get out ahead, but I think I like Snapcaster a little bit better. Alright, well, Vendilion Click's a pretty reasonable follow-up to that. It sort of follows down the same line of, well, just good blue cards, really, because both these are just great blue cards. Yeah, not much else to speak of in this pack, honestly. There's, like, Gaunty I like a reasonable amount. Search is sometimes good. It's a pretty unexciting pack overall, but Vendilion Click's a nice one, so I'm happy to have gotten that on that pick and not one pick later, effectively. Alright, well, we're just going to keep picking good blue cards. We actually have our choice, though, here between Fact or Fiction and Phantasmal Image. I think I take Fact or Fiction. Card draw effects, I found, can be a little difficult to come by in this cube, so having a nice big card advantage spell like Fact or Fiction goes a long way, and the fact that it's an instant is a big deal. You can hold up a counter spell and then play Fact or Fiction if you don't need to counter anything, that sort of thing. Yeah, Phantasmal Image is the other good card in the pack. It's also Through the Breach, Shallow Grave can both be strong. Spire Bluff can, of course, be a solid piece of fixing, but yeah, we'll take the FOF here. Alright, I won't be taking a blue card out of this pack because I don't particularly like Treasure Cruise. You generally end up paying too much mana for this effect, unless your deck's really, really great with it. But I might take Watery Grave. I like blue-black as just a control deck, and even if we don't end up in blue-black specifically, there's a good chance this can help us fix off of some sort of fetch anyway, even if we're like blue-white or blue-red or whatever. And again, there's just not much else here, so pretty happy with that one. Just trying to stay open in these early picks. Obviously, would like to find some targets for Snapcaster. Time Walk and Ancestral being the best ones. Obviously, I won't be getting in this pack, but maybe we get lucky and open down the road. But just like cheap counter spells, cantrips, all that sort of thing are excellent. If now we have the option of black as well, you know, some like a Thoughtseize or Duress can be a reasonable target for Snapcaster as well. Ooh, okay, well, Mind Twist isn't a good Snapcaster target usually, but it is a good card here. We don't have any acceleration for it yet, which does make it a little bit worse, but the card's still powerful. Definitely better than Fire Ice or Heartless Act. And the other cards in this pack that are worth considering, Caracas, actually quite powerful. I think Garrick's pretty decent, but we're pretty far from that. Yeah, I'll just take the Mind Twist here. Let's see if we can't be some sort of blue-black control deck. Ooh, okay. So I like Impulse quite a bit. It goes well with Snapcaster as well, but I'm thinking Tomb. This is a pretty late one. It's what, 6th pick in Tomb. So that means Reanimator is likely to be open. This is, I think I've talked about this before, but this is one of the best, this might be the best Reanimator card in the cube. It just, all you need is an Entomb and a Reanimation effect in your hand, and you've assembled an incredible combo. As opposed to other ways to get stuff into your graveyard usually involve discarding, which means you need to draw a discard outlet, a creature you want to reanimate, and a reanimation spell. All of a sudden, it's 3 pieces instead of just 2. So Entomb is very, very good. Not much here I'm interested in. I might take Chupacabra. It's fine. Having a creature that can kill a creature is like totally okay. We're sort of getting there on like maybe some sort of value recurring nightmare thing as well with Snapcaster Vendilion Click. And all I'm really giving up is what, Avalanche Riders that aren't on color, Soulfire Grandmaster in case I open Time Walk. Yeah, so we'll take the troops here. It's a late natural order, like very late, but we're very far away from it, unfortunately, so I don't think I'll be doing that one. Might take Fauna Shaman. if we end up being able to play it and have a reanimation thing going, it's like an alright card. Don't think Inkwell's what I want to be reanimating. Stonecoil's okay, but it's not that exciting. Yeah, I'll take Fauna Shaman. I don't think it's great, but it might get there. Mirari Conjecture could be good. We have some instants and some sorceries, though. Flashing back your Mind Twist is, like, kind of weird, but... I'll grab it. I don't know that I'll play it, but sure. Okay, I could take the Search here. If we end up all three colors, this could be solid fixing. Thractus kind of interesting as another, like, pod or recurring nightmare type target, but I think I'd rather have the Search. Okay, Shallow Grave and Phantasmal Image are both here. Entomb Shallow Grave is obviously great with Eldrazi and stuff. We do have some card selection to try and make it work. But I think I just take Phantasmal Image. Alright, I'll take an Iona here. It's a good reanimation target. For just like normal reanimation. These cards aren't likely to see play in my deck. Alright, last big tendrils. I guess no one's going Storm. I think it's a good start. So we have a couple of proactive cards here. We got like nice card advantage there, a bit of removal, a nice Mind Twist. Snapcaster's like more card advantage, basically. This isn't really a 2-drop, but keep it in this curve, I think, anyway. Okay, well, no incredible power or anything, but Brazen Borrower and Spell Pierce are both cards I'm a fan of here. Geist could be interesting as well, but we already have a couple of green cards we might want in the sideboard, so I'm not necessarily going to splash white. Smuggler's Copter actually kind of sweet too, but we don't have that many creatures that can crew it quite yet. So it's definitely between these two for me. I don't know, I like Spell Pierce quite a bit, but Brazen Borrower has been really, really good. I think I'll take that one. It's just... Bounce is actually a good combo with with Mind Twist, funnily enough. And then, yeah, just having the 3/1 flyer to, like, pressure Planeswalkers and stuff is actually pretty helpful. So we'll do that. Alright, this is going to be a pretty easy preordain for me, I think. Consecrated Sphinx is cool and all. I like the card, but we have no ramp, so the only way we could get in play is possibly with reanimation, and as far as reanimation goes, it's okay, but there's definitely way better targets, whereas preordain helps us get set up. We can flash back with Snapcaster Mage. We do need to find some targets for it. We currently don't really have any. So I'll be taking that. Looking to maybe Wield the Damnation. It doesn't look incredible in our deck, but it's at least a good sideboard card to have. This could be a Yorion deck too. We have a lot of ETBs. Okay, well here's Reanimate, though there's a lot here. Time Twister, I don't think is quite what we want. Not a combo with Mind Twist, that one. The Fairy's pretty insane, but again, it's another color that we don't necessarily have the option to splash. Bob is really good. We have a pretty low curve, so it's a really solid card advantage spell, but I think I'll just take the Reanimate. Having Entomb Reanimate in the deck just opens up a lot of possibilities, so... Let's grab that one, and at that point, Iona probably gets in. It's a really good target. Well, here's Pod if we'd like it. I think I'd rather have a Narset, probably. I wouldn't mind Signet. Wishclaw's interesting, but I don't think it's quite what I want. Una's Prowler, also not that exciting. Yeah, I'll just take the Narset here. Not a ton here. I could take the Opposition. It doesn't do much quite yet, but maybe we find some token generation for it. The Foothills is like pretty far away from the colors we want right now, so I don't think that one's too exciting. Don't really want a Mastermind's Acquisition. Card's just a little too slow. Don't really want a Tassiger. Yeah, I'm going to take this Opposition and see if it gets there or not. Ooh. Oh, this is actually a tough one. Obviously, Gristlebrand, excellent reanimation target. There's also Creeping Tar Pit, and we do need some fixing. Might actually take that one. This isn't the sort of deck where we can, like, reanimate a Gristlebrand, immediately draw 7, and do something really cool with that. Most of the time, the Gristlebrand's just, you know, it's going to need to get a hit in to really get going. It's obviously still great, and I like it, but I'm just going to take the tar pit here. I think fixing is pretty important. Uh, not much here. I could take Hermit as a opposition combo, but we don't have any green fixing, so a double green card doesn't look too good to me. I'm just going to take the Cliffs here, I think. I'm not going to miss Bone Shredder or Putrid him too much, and if we find some red cards we want to play, that'll be a nice one to have. Ooh, that's a late miscalc. I'll definitely take that over Leovold. Leovold, good card, but I'd much rather have a miscalculation. It's another good Snapcaster target as well, so that seems great. Might even put that here. Oof, it's a late Sylvan. If we could find the fixing, I would really like to play a Sylvan Library. I could just take Concealed Courtyard. There were a couple of white cards that we passed by. I don't know that any of them will wheel. They were pretty good cards. Fauna Shaman Search are like not that exciting. Yeah, let's take the Courtyard, see if we can do anything with that. I could play Kaya off of it. Kaya's pretty trash. Fortunately, I don't think we can get the house into play. So I'll take a Massacre Worm for the board here. Reanimating an Emrakul is not exactly where you want to be, but I'm not playing these other cards. I'll grab it here. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. I'm interested in a lot of these. I think Signet's the best one. It lets us do a little bit more with the Mind Twist. It is green for potential splashing. I don't think we're quite there on the pod, even though it's pretty fun. And I don't think those two are as good as this. Yeah, let's go with this one. This card's just trash, right? I mean, I'll take it, but... ooh, alright, here we go. Woodfall Primus, a nice one. So yeah, we didn't get there on the Gristlebrand, obviously, but we ended up wheeling the Primus, which is another solid reanimation target. You get to, like, blow up their land, and it's a hard one to deal with. You know, if they kill it, they lose another permanent, so I like all that quite a bit. Oof. This is actually a tough choice. So Ashen Rider, not even in the equation. It's a fine target, but we have way better options here. Darkslick Shores is another piece of fixing, which I could use. Fracture Identity is just a messed up card, and we do have Concealed Courtyard to try and get it going. Imperial Seal is obviously excellent with our Reanimator stuff, just to get one of those on top. Night's Whisper is actually pretty good, and I guess Mystical and Imperial Seal aren't that far away from each other. I think I still just take Fracture Identity. The card's just that good. I'll take it and try and play it here off of Concealed Courtyard, and hopefully we find another land. Okay, here's a couple of Signas. I'll definitely be taking one of those. Over Vamp, I think. Vamp is obviously great, but I just want more ramp. We have Mind Twist in deck. So I think it's important to have some Signets. Decide between these two. I suspect the one that's just straight up on color is probably better than the one that enables my splash, but I don't actually know for sure. And then, I don't know, maybe Vampiric is just better. If we can reanimate Niona, it just beats a lot of decks. And I guess our curve's pretty low except for this Mind Twist. Yeah, okay, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going to take Vampiric Tutor. Alright, what does this do? Probably taking a Thirst here. It's a nice piece of card draw. I can discard a Fatty if it gets stuck in my hand. I don't like Cosima very much. Regisaur is a little bit lower tier as well. Obviously don't want a sword in his deck. Yeah, let's just take the Thirst. That's fine. Ooh, this is another difficult decision. Godless Shrine's excellent because it enables our splash a bit better. Teferi is excellent because it's Teferi. Shinobi, I guess I was also looking at, but we don't... Like, we have a couple of creatures that would be great with. Obviously, returning, like, a Snapcaster to play Shinobi's just insane, but... So I have to decide between taking a Shrine versus taking another card that needs white fixing. Ugh. I think I just have to take the Shrine. Teferi's good and all, but I need to enable this card. Well, unfortunately, we're not really a Tinker deck, so that's not going to work for us. It's not a very exciting pack. I'll probably just take Shieldred. I don't like it main deck. A lot of decks don't really care about this effect, but there are some that do, so. It's a balance deck. Is it a Rakdos Signet deck? Is it a repeal deck? I think those are the three options. Balance. Doesn't look incredible here. We don't have a lot of artifacts. We don't have a lot of planeswalkers. So it's going to be hard to get a lot of value from it. Rakdos Signet, obviously nice. Let's get up to slightly more expensive plays. And then we have Repeal as just a little piece of interaction. I think I'll just take the Signet. Repeal's not like that exciting. Okay, Karn's interesting. Cryptic's interesting. Trinket Mage doesn't get anything, so I don't care about that. So our mana going to be good enough for Cryptic is the question, because if it is, the card's insane. We have 4 pieces of fixing. I think I'm going to try to go for the Cryptic here over Karn. Karn's just not amazing in this deck. I don't know about Sundering Titan as a reanimation target. I'll probably still take it. Maybe I take Thirst here. Destroy a creature, Planeswalker. Then kick it to kill a more expensive one. Maybe that's good. We don't have any cheap removal yet. I don't know about this Sundering Titan, our 3-color deck. So let's take the Thirst. Okay, well now the Imperial Seal wield, I guess I'm a little bit sadder about the Vampiric Tutor, but what can you do? Would I rather have an Ashen Rider or another Imperial Seal? I think I'd just take the Imperial Seal. We'll just go hard on the 2-card combo here. So we have multiple tutors to get Entomb Reanimate going. I do wish we had one more reanimation spell, but that's okay. And then, you know, these can get something else if that, like, they can get Fracture Identity. That's a pretty strong one. I don't think any of this does anything. We don't have any fetches to enable this Taiga or anything. I'll take a Time Spiral, I guess. I don't know. It's good with Narset. I don't think Reggie here, but I don't expect to play it. Teferi Wield? Okay, well, I'll take a Wield Teferi. That's insanity. Mazavith, actually reasonable sideboard card. So I have 26 with 4 lines. We actually get to add one more card even. Very glad we got this Teferi back. That was insane. I was thinking about picking this up and trying to wheel the land, but obviously this worked out. So let's see, the opposition didn't really get there. Take Plow Under because it's disrespectful that it's still in the pack, and I'll aspect Trinket Mage. So let's see. I'll put these in the sideboard. This is not an 18 land deck, I don't believe. Our curve is fairly low, except for like these 2 5-drops. These obviously we're not looking to cast, and then Mind Twist. You know, you don't have to play this for 1,000,000 mana to make it good, so I think I'm fine with it. We have the multiple tutors. So what are some options? Mirari Conjecture is interesting. Let's maybe put them over here. Emrakul, Mazavith, Time Spiral, the Thirst, Regisaur. I think these are like the closest. Let's get Serulf out of that pile. He's not in the consideration. Yeah, I think these are the cards I'm most interested in. So Conjecture lets me get a little bit more value. Return instant and a sorcery. So I have a couple of each. There's like some counter spells. There's a couple tutors I can return, which is okay. So if I think we need more value, that's a good option. Emrakul, I don't know about this one. I don't think that's quite it. It's going to be hard for us to cast it straight up, and reanimating a 13/13 is just like not that good. Mazavith, if we think we're going to have problems with creatures attacking us, pretty good. Time Spiral, I don't think I want if we're going to be trying to do Mind Twist stuff. I could see it out of the sideboard, but Thirst is another option against creature decks, and then Regisaur, if we kind of want to be a little bit more pressuring. You know, 7/6 on turn 3 is pretty big. So I think these are the options I've narrowed it down to. So now to consider if I need more value, a way to deal with creatures, or a little bit more pressure. So what is this deck trying to do? We have a bunch of tutors and card draws, so we're mostly trying to assemble Entomb Reanimate on one of these two targets, depending on what looks better. Or, if we happen to draw one of them, we'll obviously have to get the other. So that's that. How are we looking against creatures right now? I don't think we're looking very good, right? We have a Ravenous Chupacabra. Like Borrower can bounce a creature. Phantasmal Image can copy a creature. And then we have Fresh Identity on the high end. So I think I like having maybe just a cheap removal spell with Bloodchief's Thirst. And, we can kick it to kill a bigger thing as well if we need to. I think that's going to work out okay. And we can side into this other stuff as needed. Put in my fixing and add some basics. So we need white for 2 cards, but they're both quite impactful, so I wouldn't mind having, like, 2 planes. Technically, let's cast Aeona, too, technically. Though we're trying to play Cryptic Command as well. A lot of double blue cards, so we need quite a bit of blue. Right now we have 1, 2. I would like at least 9, ideally 10 blue, I think. Black we already have a lot of, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting the signets. So I could definitely cut one here. We have 1 double black card. So 8's more than enough. And this is... Oh, it's adding a forest randomly. Okay. This is 8, 10, 12. So even get 1 more land, actually. I think I just add another island. We just have a ton of double blue cards and the Cryptic Command for triple. So this gives us 4 white sources, which I think is enough. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black, I think is fine. And a whole bunch of blue. I like that. All right, this is going to be the deck. I'm going to take a screenshot, save it, and I'll see you for round number 1. Welcome back to our first round. We will be on the play here. Okay, well, we have an Entomb, we have a Mind Twist. This seems fine. We'll go ahead and keep. Just lead on Tarpit. No need to Entomb on turn 1 here. We don't quite know if we're up against like a mono or a multicolor deck. Plus, we don't Entomb and accidentally run into an opposing reanimation deck. That would be awkward. Well, we can draw our Iona. That's not great, but okay. Hopefully we don't also draw our other target here. But we have a pretty quick Mind Twist for a decent amount here, though they're going to sit in a bunch of counters. Then that's not as good. Ooh, Thirst's a nice draw. Yeah, I think I'll just go tap Tomb and look to cast this Thirst. We get to discard the Iona with it, which is nice. Our opponent just sitting on a bunch of mana here. Not great for us, but it's okay. I'll hopefully have to do something eventually, and then we get to twist them for a bunch. Alright, so I'm definitely discarding Iona, and then... Chupacabra is not looking great. I could also see discarding a land. I could also see discarding the Entomb, honestly, but... Yeah, I actually think that's fine. I'm just going to discard Entomb here. Don't need it. Alright. I do really need them to tap out so this Mind Twist can resolve. Debating if I want to attack with Tarpit. It's possible they have removal in hand. I think I'm just going to play Plains and Pass here. If they have like a click or something, that's bad. Repealing the Signet's annoying, but sure. If they resolve something sweet, we get to Identity it. If they resolve something a little bit weaker, we get to just Mind Twist them for a bunch, and that's all good stuff. Ooh, Teferi's nice. I might lead on Teferi and get that one countered. Yeah, I think that's fine. If they have a counter spell for this, I'm still okay. And if they don't, then obviously it's great. Oh, they just don't have counter magic? Alright. Well, then I'll draw a card. Ooh, even drew a counter spell. That's pretty great. Alright, let's go ahead and untap 2 lands. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now we have a miscalc, and we still get our mind twist later, and like they're kind of forced to do something now, right, with the fairy in play. So I mean, if they have this much mana and they're not doing anything and not countering our spells, that makes me think they're playing some kind of combo deck here. Which isn't actually, well, I don't know, is that good or bad for us? I'm not actually sure. Let's definitely draw a card. I guess they can activate the Fumarole now. Ooh, I drew a Reanimate, that's pretty good. Let's go Swamp. I think I'll just lead on Reanimate here. Seems Iona on blue would be pretty good. Name blue. And at this point, okay, they're just going to scoop. I might have twisted them too, but yeah. They were done with that one. Okay, so it looks like they're not too heavy on counters. That's important to think about, so we can go for early twists here. Okay, so they're playing a pretty slow deck, but kind of a non-interactive one. So Regisaur, I think, looks pretty good here, maybe. We can cut the Thirst for sure. It didn't look like they have many creatures. Maybe we can cut Chupacabra for something as well. Though, I don't know what will be good against them necessarily. Emrakul, maybe? Certainly if I could resolve it, hardcast, it would do the thing. Reanimating it could still work, it's just the 13/13. They don't have much removal. Yeah, I think I'll try it. Chupacabra looked horrible, right? They didn't play a single creature. They didn't actually play a single permanent, I guess, but I think I'm going to try it like this. Okay. This isn't incredible quite yet, but it's definitely keepable. We'll see what I draw. I might just Vampiric Tutor for an island so I can resolve Narset. Seems like that might be good against them as well. But obviously it depends on what we draw a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Vamp for an island. I can flash it back with Snappy at some point, so it's not the worst here. Island. Then we'll play our Signet, why not? I don't know, it feels like Narset's going to be pretty good here, but who knows? They're playing green as well. Play Island, play Narset. Will they have a counter spell this time? Looks like it. Oh no, they're just thirsting in response. Okay. That's fine. Discarding a Signet, sure. And I guess I get Reanimate here. Factor Fiction's interesting too. If I pick up Reanimate, I can then go Snapcaster. That's a lot of steps. Snapcaster, Vampiric Tutor, pick up an Entomb. Entomb, Reanimate. Yeah, I guess that works. All right. So I can actually do all that next turn if I have enough mana. They're all cheap spells. So I can go Snapcaster, Vampiric, off of 1, 2, 3, right? I'm gonna sit on a bunch of mana, that's fine. So I've decided if I want to do this during upkeep. I don't think so, because I can just draw it off of Narset. Reggie, okay, Reggie's fine. I think I just go for it here. So tap like this, play Snapcaster. Okay, cast Vampiric Tutor. Put Entomb on top. Draw with Narset. Pick up an Entomb, play an Entomb. Alright, and they're done. Alright, well that was pretty brutal. I'm still not sure what our opponent was up to. They were certainly setting up for something. I imagine they were some kind of storm deck, but hard to say. I'll see you for match number 2. Welcome back. We're on the play again. Pretty lucky. Does this hand do it? Doesn't have black mana. Has a turn 3 click, which is nice, and then potentially a factor fiction. And can cast Fractured if we draw some lands. The Iona is obviously pretty horrible. So it's almost like a mulligan already, and that Iona doesn't do anything. I think we can do better. Yeah, this looks better for sure. This time we get to put back Iona, so it's not stuck in our hand. Let's keep back Iona. Done. Lead on Godless Shrine. Play our Signet afterwards. Okay. Guess that's fine. Oof, not a great draw there. Could Phantasmal Image the Mystic. I actually kind of don't hate that. Gets off to a little bit of a faster start here. Maybe I can go Signet plus hold up Miscalc next turn. Corsair Shore. I hope to draw a land here. Reanimate, not quite as good. So now I have to decide when holding up Miscalculation versus casting Signet. I think I just cast the Signet, but obviously would have liked to draw a land there. We're just hoping they don't really go off this turn, then we can Mind Twist them for a bit here. But yeah, getting a little bit, excuse me, a little bit screwed on the mana here. They killed the Signet, it's pretty bad. They're gonna Eureka? Okay. I'm gonna put in a Woodfall Primus. They're gonna put in a land, okay. I guess I'm done. We'll see if they have anything huge. So far I'm getting the better deal here. Gargaroth, yeah, okay, sure. Ah, they have a Kozilek. Okay, well, Kozilek's pretty good. We're still done. All right, they kind of did a thing. I get to destroy one of their lands. Just game 1 Eureka, huh? All right, well, I didn't see that one coming. Kozilek's pretty bad for me. Has Annihilator 4. I think I cycle this Miscalc now. I don't know what I could even find here, but... Okay, so I can Imperial Seal for something here. Won't draw it till next turn, obviously, so is there anything that would help when I have, like, no permanents in play? Boy. This thing's a 6/6. I can trade with the Garganon. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we got Eureka. Let's see. Massacre Worm looks good here. I like the Bloodchief's Thirst to potentially kill some elves. Don't hate Shieldred. It's a fine reanimation target. Might be better in Primus against them, actually. Let's try that. Let's try Worm, and then what do I want to take out? Don't see anything I hate here. I mean, Twist's a little bit worse against faster decks, but I think it's still fine. Maybe Borrower. Bouncing things isn't that good because a lot of them are going to have ETBs anyway, and then the 3/1's not doing that much. Let's try it like that, I guess. I would like to play first. Oof, this isn't gonna do it. Okay. I mean, I think I have to keep this. It'd be nice to draw hands that do anything at some point here. I'll just put back the swamp because I need all 3 islands. Don't feel good about this, but I don't think I want to go to 5. Awkwardly, Signet doesn't actually let you cast Cryptic a turn early. What can you do? Yeah, they're gonna have a 1-drop. Oof, it's a good one too. I guess I can play 1 non-island here. It's still fine. Yeah, they're on a lot of mana next turn. We don't have any counter magic up. Ah, this is bad. We draw nothing but lands. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they can resolve anything this turn, and we just pretty much lose to basically anything that costs 5 or 6 mana. So, not great. We mulled, we drew badly. But let's see what they do here. Maybe they don't have anything, but I assume they do. Nissa, yeah, we're going to lose to Nissa pretty quickly. At least it looks like you don't have a ton of lands, so maybe we can kill their creatures and get somewhere, but seems unlikely. Sure. Thirst. Okay, Thirst doesn't really do that much, but we'll hold up Cryptic here and then play a Thirst if we don't get an opportunity to counter anything. Alright, looks like our opponent's making a bunch of mana, so we'll probably get to counter something. Yeah, I'll be countering that one. Then I have to decide if I want to bounce Nissa or just draw a card. The -8 just gets you a bunch of forests. What's better here? Turn target permanent. I could also bounce a forest or something, or the tree speaker maybe, but it doesn't really seem like it does much. I think I just bounce the Nissa here. Hope to draw something relevant. Kind of target spell, return a permanent. I mean, they can still just recast it, I guess, and I can't really stop that. So maybe it's just better to draw a card. But I don't know. I think I'm going to try it like this. Spell permanent. At least limits their mana next turn. They have to basically replay the Nissa. We're obviously still in trouble, just these random forests and stuff, but let's see what we draw. Miscalculation. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can miscalculation the Nissa if they go for it. I think I Thirst here. Because there are some things that we might draw that would change our plays. Wow. Okay. I'll discard an artifact, I guess. We don't really need this Signet. We have drawn only mana, basically. I mean, we've drawn Thirst and Miscalc, and beyond that, it's just been all lands. The problem is, like, they might just not go for Nissa at all. They might just attack me. But we're hoping they go for it here. Counter that one. Still need to draw something, though. Massacre War would be a nice draw here. Kill 2 of their mana sources and give us... Nope. How about just more lands? Okay. think we're just dead now because we're taking 8 this turn. So Massacre Room's no longer an out. Our reanimation is no longer good because we don't have the life to pay for it. This can't possibly be good for me. Gargouth, sure. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Sometimes you get flooded. That's Magic the Gathering. All right. Let's see what we draw and then concede the game. Nice and Tomb. All right, cool. Yeah, our opponent got as good with the Eureka game 1. That was sweet. You don't often see Eurekas successfully win games, but that one did. And then here, obviously, we just flooded out pretty bad. So, all right, I'll see you for match number 3. Welcome back to our final round. We won all 3 die rolls this time. It's pretty sweet. Huh. I mean, it's hard to mulligan this hand, but it's not actually that good, right? We get to like Mind Twist him for 2. And then maybe kill something with Chupacabra and try to get to our 5 drops. I think I have to keep it, but it's just not very good. If they have any kind of interaction of their own, like a discard spell or a counter spell, this hand gets a lot worse. Oof, they're on mana elves again. Land tax? Okay. You have a land tax, I guess. Certainly makes this Mind Twist a lot worse, but I don't think I get to just not play lands here. Land tax usually not that strong of a card. It's going to search a bunch of basics out for them, but who cares, really? Do you need to draw Swamp to be able to play this Chupacabra, or just something else that's playable would be fine? Oh, they didn't even search for extra lands? Okay. It's kind of nice, I guess. Signet, sure. Maybe they're playing like a balanced deck or something. Ooh, Preordain's interesting. I'll definitely cast that here. Into Borrower and land. Okay. I don't think I want a basic island. I will draw the Borrower, though. Like, I don't need another island, right? So let's go bottom, top. Play my planes. And I think I just bounced the land tax here. That'll stop them from searching this turn and slow them down a little bit here. Now, if they want to play like a nice 4-drop, they have to not play land tax. Could just mouse a Signet to curb their mana a little bit, but I think this works a little bit better. I don't know. Kind of depends on what's in their hand. Hopefully it just makes their turn a little bit awkward here. Well, looks like they had lands, so they're probably fine. 4-drop of some sort here. Burrow. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. Also makes Mind Twist worse because it's a thing they can do once they discard a lot of cards. That's fine. Okay, they put in, well, now land tax is just pretty bad. Let's see what we draw here. Click. Okay. So I decided between twisting them for 3 or Vendilion clicking. I think I like just twisting them here. It's likely to be pretty good. And then if we draw land, we have a nice 5-drop. If we don't, we can click afterwards, I guess. They can just bring the Uro back. How much is that? It's like 6 cards or something, 5 cards. Yeah, it should be fine. Renin 6, Vindicate, and a Plains. Okay. It's a wild combination of cards. So now we're gonna like get attacked by Fumarole or something. I mean, they could still have a big play, I guess, but we'll see. This looks like it might be a Fumarole activation. Yeah, it is. All right, great. That I can handle. This unfortunately can't bounce a land, so that's a little bit awkward here, but... So if I play this, it goes up with 5 loyalty. They have 5 lands. Yes, this is still fine. I think the fairy's still correct. I get to draw a card off of it immediately, and then I can click at some point or something. Whoops. Oh, I don't want to activate that one and tap it on my end step. Seems okay here. Okay. Tap these two. Put the fear of a counterspell into them. I'll probably entomb here just because I don't particularly want to draw the cards that I would be entombing. Might go for the Primus because I don't know what colors to name on Iona. Like, they have quite the rainbow here. They're gonna make me sacrifice a Planeswalker. Okay. So I'll sacrifice the fairy, sure. The Trigon. Okay, well, Trigon doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm still gonna entomb. Just make sure I don't draw that card. Could fracture their Trigon, but it doesn't really seem like a thing I'm interested in. I would love to kill with Chupacabra here, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Let's see how much mana they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can click them on draw step, and then I have Brazen Borrower as well. That all seems fine. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to click myself here, but kind of like getting the click into play here. Yeah, given the combination of cards they're playing, I'm guessing it's like a Niv Mizzet deck or something. Who knows? How does Uro work? When under sacrifice unless it escaped. So Fracture Identity on Uro is not like the best. Repeal? I think I'm okay with him having a repeal. Bouncing my click or my Brazen Borrower doesn't really do a lot. So that's fine. You mouse one of their own things. None of it really matters much here. The attack I probably will block just because the Fumarole is starting to be pressure here. And I'm hoping I'll eventually draw Swamp for this Chupacabra. I'm gonna repeal this. Okay. I just get to replay it. Check them again, I guess. Yeah, I should probably get rid of Omnath. Sure. They drew something else. They drew a Signet. All right, well, Signets are fine. What do we got here? Ooh, Golgari Signet works. So I can play Golgari Signet. Knife Chupacabra available. So I think I attack here. This is fine. I can block with Brazen Borrower, so I'm not too worried. But maybe I shouldn't have played the Signet. I don't know. They can bring back Uro now if they want. We'll just kill it with Chupacabra. They do get some benefit out of it, of course, but that's okay. It's going to be a while before they can bring it back again, hopefully. And the Chupacabra is actually a nice blocker for the Fumarole as well. All right. Island, not the best draw. Do I have anything? Let's see. I have a Thirst for Knowledge as a way to like discard cards. Yeah, I guess I can hold one land in hand then. Let's go Chupacabra here. Attack. Okay. Is this Nim, is it? Nope, this is something enormous. Is it an upheaval? I don't know what else would cause this amount of mana. No, it's an X spell. Okay. Crisis for 8. It's pretty good. It's another thing that's annoying against Fracture Identity. Okay, there's an Imperial Seal. That helps. Man, really? Freaking Crisis here. Alright. So what can I seal for? I could simply get something like a Phantasmal Image to copy my troops and kill that thing. Yeah, there's not really much, unfortunately. One moment. Okay, my voice dying a little bit there. Yeah, this actually puts us in quite the pickle. The fact that I can't Fracture Identity that to any real benefit is a problem. So we're going to be taking 8 damage from it. And between that and Imperial Seal, I'm looking at being down to 6. So I could just use Fracture Identity to kill it, but I don't think I want to do that. So I'm probably just going to look for some sort of removal spell for it here. Probably just take the Thirst. I think is safer than trying to copy Chupacabra, because they could have answers to Chupacabra. So don't love this, but let me just make sure this works. If the spell was kicked, destroy the thing. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Get Snapcaster. Doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, I just have to take this Thirst. It's not good. At this point, I'll play the land, I guess. All right. Obviously, no attacks. Yeah, I mean, they have 5 cards in hand now. It's going to be tough to win from here. This will definitely be a matchup where I want to bring in my more value-oriented cards. Yeah, I think the only way we win from here is if they play something big we can Fracture Identity. Like if they, say, resolve an Ugin. That could be pretty good. Banishing Light. Okay, that doesn't really do anything. I don't know what they're going to hit. Because if you hit the Chupacabra, it like stops me blocking very well this turn, but then I get to Fracture Identity on a Banishing Light's pretty nice. I get to get the thing back and Banishing Light something. Okay, well that just doesn't matter at all. Survival, okay, survival's fine as well. Okay, looks like they didn't draw incredibly well here. I'll go ahead and take my 8. I think I just cast this here. If they have a counter spell, it's pretty bad. I don't have enough mana to, let's see, 6, 7, 8. I'm one short of being able to also get the Banishing Light, but let's just try to kill that. Oh, whoops. Undo. Oh, it's double black. Yeah, okay, sure. That's fine. All right. Let's see what they've got. They have Survival of the Fittest, which can't be good for us. I think if they bring the Uro back, I'll probably do the Fracture Identity on Banishing Light play. Otherwise, we'll probably just Fracture Identity whatever they play. But let's see what's up here. Okay, Pride Mage, sure. Yeah, we'll see if they have like a big thing to get or if they're just gonna fill up their graveyard and get Uro. Yeah, okay, Niv Mizzet's kind of what I was expecting. We get to hit the Niv Mizzet with Fracture Identity. I don't think we have many targets for it in our own deck, right? The Teferi's gone. Those are the only 2 targets. So it's just 6/6 for us, but probably still have to do it. Hopefully they don't hit too hard here. We'll see. They hit Kroxa, Knight of Reliquary, Yorian's Roof, and Metamorphose. Wow. Sheesh, okay. They went off. 2, 3, 4. They get the Kitchen Finks? No, they didn't get the Kitchen Finks. They really got 5 cards off it? Dang, alright. Oh, Kroxa makes me discard a card. Alright, we'll just scoop here, and that's fine. Wow, losing to Niv Mizzet deck. Something. Alright, so yeah, I like... what do I like? Let's see here. I like Mirari Conjecture quite a bit. We need a little bit of extra value, I think. Do I like Shieldred? Do I like Iona, actually? Because they have so many different colors. Iona is actually kind of bad. I mean, I play Shieldred instead of Iona here. And then just have to cut something for Mirari. That'll probably be the Thirst. Oh, it just occurred to me I could have cast this for 1 mana against that card. It actually has CMC 2 or less, but didn't really matter, so whatever. I guess that answers that card, sort of. There's a lot of things it doesn't answer, but we need. They have a lot of creatures, so I guess just having creature removal is probably fine. Not sure what we cut here. Kind of like everything. I could see cutting one of the signets, maybe. They have their artifact destroyer guy. Let's try it like this. Obviously makes my twist slightly worse, but that's fine. Ugh. This isn't a great hand, but I I think I keep it and just hope to draw black. I don't know. It's tough to mulligan it. It's like decent if we draw black. Mind Twist is very powerful. We can reanimate one of their things potentially as well. We have a Snappy for something. We have a Click. Like it's a decent hand. It just needs black mana. Sure. Needle Spires is fine. Come on, Swamp. All right, that's Swamp enough. I'll play that. So then we'll go turn 3 Click and probably turn 4 Mind Twist. But we'll see. Renin 6 is pretty annoying. They can kill a Click. And it's going to get them value here. I guess I'll have to end step the Click so I can try to pressure this thing. Doesn't feel great. Oh, there's an Imperial Seal. How do I want to do this? So I could seal for an Entomb right now. Let's see. Imperial Seal Entomb. Next turn I go Click plus Entomb. Next turn I go Reanimate. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I have to do here. Doesn't feel amazing, but whatever. All right. Sure. Coalition Relic. That's a pretty good one. So I'm going to Entomb here. I have to decide if I want to do this on draw step or not. I would like to not lose it to Brendan 6 here, but I also don't want to let them play a 5-drop necessarily. It's a tough choice. I think... Oh, they can cast a Niv Mizzet here. How bad is Niv Mizzet for me? It's not that bad, actually. Yeah, alright. I'll let them do whatever they want here, and then click them on end step. Should be fine. And the click will also give us some nice info on which target we want to entomb. They might also be afraid to run something in the counterspell here. Like, this looks like a pretty obvious cryptic command, so... But we'll see what they do here. It's also possible I just Mind Twist them the following turn. Let's see what they have here. Croxa is going to make me discard a card. It's not incredible for me, but I guess it's fine. I think I discard Snapcaster Mage. I kind of need the other cards in my hand. Yeah. Sure. The Trigon, yeah, okay. That's fine. Go click. See what they have. They have a Pride Mage and a Temple Garden. Okay, so those aren't too relevant. I'm not going to take their Pride Mage. We're going to Entomb. I have to decide. So if I get Shieldred, they lose their Trigon Predator, which is kind of nice. And we can start attacking for a bit here. I think that's better than trying to blow up Ren and 6 or their land or whatever. Get Primus and blow up their relic. It's not so bad. I think I'm just gonna get Childred though. They even have swamps. Just works kind of nicely here. Okay. Swamp would have been a nice draw. Island, not as much. Still play it, I think. Well, they could reanimate the Croxa somehow. I guess I'll keep it around. Let's get back Childred. Oh, I could... If I wanted to, I could snap... Like, reanimate the Snapcaster and then reanimate the Childred after that. Doesn't seem relevant, though. No reason to attack here. Just pass. I'll play my land, whatever. If they make me discard Mind Twist, I don't really care. Alright, I don't want to reanimate Snap, because now I get to reanimate it with Shieldred and flashback something more relevant, hopefully. Obviously, if they drew a removal off the top. Yeah, of course, they just drew a Banishing Light, sure. Well, now we're losing the game, but, like, what are you going to do? Sometimes you draw a Banishing Light. Ah, that's frustrating. Super frustrating. Can I just draw something relevant, please? Borrower? Okay, Borrower actually works. I can bounce the light and then make them discard. That works. Does this work? 5 cards. But didn't discard Enon. Okay, so we'll lose life. We don't have cards to discard. That's fine. Hopefully, don't just draw another answer off the top. That would be great. Deal 1 damage to my face. That's concerning. It's a signet. Sure, you have a signet. Okay. I guess you know there's no point ticking up. Makes some sense. Okay, so I could get back Snapcaster, click. I'm gonna get Croaksid here, most likely. Just get back click for now. Sure, target you, whatever. Draw Woodfall Primus. Oh, that's actually going to help me when they make me discarded with Croak, so that's kind of hilarious. Alright, I do have to kill Ren and 6 here. Might have to end up chumping their Needle Spires if it comes to that, but, like, that's okay. Yield to that one. So we'll see if this is just Croxa or something else. Oh, it's not Croxa mana, so I guess something else. What is this? It's the freaking repeal for 7, huh? Okay, that's pretty annoying. Cast Brazen Borrower. Well, that's pretty awkward. Okay, Thirst's a decent draw. So they could attack me with Spires for 4. I think I'm okay with that. Don't want to cast this right away. I could draw a land and like a 2-drop or something. Let's see. What could I draw that would matter? Miscalc, but I can draw that instant speed. I guess like a Signet. There's not really a ton of reason to wait, I suppose. I'll just cast it. Okay, Fracture Identity is a nice draw. Well, obviously, definitely discard Primus. I have to decide if I want to discard Shieldred to try and cast it. I'm currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana if I discard a land. I think that's fine. And I will attack here. I'm not blocking Needle Spires with these creatures, so it's okay. They Croak Semi here, I'd probably still discard Shieldred. I don't know. Fracture Identity is not really much of an answer to Croak, so maybe I was supposed to keep an extra land. Sure. Because I could fracture the Croak sub and then it just dies immediately. They have to discard a card. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I mean, here it is. This is when it enters the battlefield or attacks, right? On 2 cards. So, I want to risk trying to draw land and getting Shieldred into play, which would actually put me from losing to winning, or try to keep the sure thing, Fracture Identity the Croaksa, which just makes him discard a card. I guess I just keep the Shieldred. It's pretty bad, though. This Fracture Identity really hasn't paid off against its opponent. They've had a lot of things that aren't particularly good when I get them. All right, land one time. Come on. You are kidding me. I drew a tap land. Of course I did. Oh, boy. I mean, I guess we're just dead now. I can attack for 3, then like attack for 6. I don't know. We're dead, but this is super frustrating. They just like chain dancers off the top of the Shieldred here. Now we're forced to chump block, and like there's just not much I can do. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to keep this and hope I draw land off the top for Shieldred next turn, but then I take 3. That doesn't sound great. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to Snapcaster this Imperial Seal when I had my Shieldred reanimation. Maybe that was better. Okay, well, they're paying life for something that has to be bad for me. I guess all they really need is a removal for this, and I'm just dead if they can also animate the Spires here. Or is this just another giant... giant Krasis, yeah. Whatever, we're dead here. Alright. That was a frustrating game. So okay, well, ended up going 1 and 2 there. Had some pretty frustrating losses. I will say that the Niv Mizzet deck, not one you're happy to lose to, but that's okay. Props to our opponent for assembling that and doing something cool with it. The green deck owned us pretty good, but there's still a little bit of time left to bounce back in another one. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you for that.